Hello ladies, hello gents. Thank you for being here today. My name is Mira Skinder and you know that I do not take your presence here for granted. If you find this video interesting, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up and also remember to share it with your friends and family. On today's video, we are going to be talking about how to become unbothered. Disclaimer guys, this video is in no way, shape or form trying to teach you how to be hard or not to have empathy. It is just trying to make you understand how to care for yourself so that you can avoid a whole lot of hurt that will be coming your way if you are not unbothered. There is this quote by Tao Te Ching, and I state, care about people's approval and you become their prisoner. When I heard about this quote for the first time, I was like, wow, it was a mind shift, because in our world today, there are many people who have not done what they wanted to do with their lives, who are not happy, and who are not authentic because they care about what people will say or they care about what people will think. They just want to portray this image to other people that is not who they are. They try to be something they are not because they want to be something to somebody that the person is going to approve. And this is how you become a prisoner. This is how you get yourself into bondage, because it is so exhausting. Today, when you're with this person, you try to become somebody that this person is going to accept. Tomorrow, when you're with another person, you try to become something that this other person would accept. And it becomes a vicious cycle. At the end of the day, you lose who you are. And that is not something that is good for anybody. It is not healthy at all. So you have to learn the art of becoming unbothered. Number one way to become unbothered is to understand that people are masters of projecting. People will project the way they feel about themselves onto others. It is usually not about you. So if you decide to make it about yourself, that is when you become hurt. If you decide to make it about yourself, that is when you start thinking about stuff that you're really not supposed to be thinking about, and you react in such a way that you were not supposed to react. Say for example, if someone comes at me and tell me that I look ugly, I don't get mad at that person, because I'm looking at that person and I'm feeling sorry for them, because for me, I believe that you are saying that because that is a reflection of who you are. That is the way you feel about yourself. So the only way that you can feel confident, the only way that you can feel better about yourself is to say something negative about me. So you have to understand that most times it's really not about you, it's about the other person. And when you put that at the back of your mind, each day when you're going out, on each day when you're interacting with people, then you will become unbothered, because no matter what somebody says, no matter what they throw at you, you will not feel it, because you know, oh my God, this is not me, this is you. You know, one thing you have to ask yourself before getting mad at something that somebody did is this going to matter tomorrow? Is it even going to matter tonight? Is this something that I'll even think about in the future? And if your answer is no, then there is no reason for you to be bothered about it. There is no reason for you to put yourself through pain about it. You just have to move on from that situation. Because the more you get angry, that is how you find yourself into problems. Because most often, as human beings, we always try to react to every action. If you're a person who is unbothered, then there will be no need for you to have a negative reaction because somebody did something bad to you. I used to be the person who cared too much. I was never the person who was unbothered by stuff. Everything you did, I was like a sponge. Everything you did or you threw at me, I took it. Everything you said, it was just sinking and making me unhappy. And I decided to do what is best for me. Because say for example that you're with somebody that you care about so much, right? Because we're human beings, we care, we love. We are with people that we don't want anything bad to happen between us. You understand? But say for example that you're with somebody that you really care about, and they do something that is despicable, something that you could never imagine that they could do. the most that I can grace that action with is wow. So you really did that. Wow. And that's it. I move on. Because I have noticed that in situations where I try to say something, or in situations where I try to give a reason why this happened, it has always turned out to be something else, because what people think about you, there is nothing you can do about it. When they have conceived that perception of you, no matter what you say or do at that point in time, it's like throwing water on a duck's back. They already have this preconception, they already know what they think about you, and there is nothing you can do about it. So in situations like that, let it go. Because if you do not, at the end of the day, you will only be hurting yourself. And trust me, you don't want to hurt yourself, because you want to be full. That way you can pour in another person's cup. Because if you're empty, there is no way that you can give to others. So take care of your sanity. Take care of your mental state. People can really, really piss the crap out of you. So be careful the way you tread. There is this man on YouTube. He's a motivational speaker. And I came across one of his videos where he said, there are no good or bad people. Everyone is oscillating between the two. But there are definitely miserable and joyful people. When I began to do a little bit of research, I found out that good and bad is dynamic and relative, in that it depends on the person or the ethnic group or the community. Good and bad is not absolute. Because say for example, there are people who think you're a bad person. Other people think you're a good person. They are both right, because they are saying that from their perspective. They are saying that from their experience that they've had with you. That's why they think that way of you. Some other people are saying that without even knowing who you are. But within them, they know they are saying it from a place of truth. So your definition of good may be my definition of bad. My definition of bad may be your definition of good. That is why I always emphasize to set values, have self-love, have self-confidence. Because when you set these values, those are the values that you live your life by. If anyone can determine what is going on within you, that is the ultimate slavery. You have to be the one to determine what is going on within you, and no one else. You need to care more about the important things and let go of the things that are not important. Because we are human beings, like I said. We care, we have empathy, we have people that surround us, we have people that we want to be joyful with. Personally, I do not give anyone the privilege to make me miserable, to make me unhappy, to make me nasty. Yes, I could get mad for a bit, but that's about it. But I give one person the privilege to make me horny. If you know what I mean, guys. Jokes aside, you gotta be onboarded. Very, very onboarded. The second point is expect less from people. The less you expect, the less you become hurt. The less you expect, the lower your chances of becoming really, really angry at someone. The less you expect, the better you become onboarded. Because if you expect too much from someone and they do not meet that expectation, then you become mad. That is why many relationships fail nowadays, because people get into these relationships and they're expecting things from the other person without even making this person to understand that that is what they need, that is what they desire. And then this person does not meet their expectation, then becomes a problem. If you expect less from someone, then anything they do for you, you tend to appreciate it more because you were not expecting. Rather than in a situation where you're expecting, then your expectations are not met. That is a recipe for chaos. You need to expect less from people. The next point is to eradicate entitlement completely. And there are two forms of entitlement. I learned this from the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. The first type of entitlement is when someone says, I'm awesome and the rest of you all suck, so I deserve special treatment. The other form of entitlement is when someone says, for example, I suck and the rest of you all are awesome, so I deserve special treatment. The two seem to be different on the surface, but beneath it and deep down, they are the same. Because these two people are self-absorbed and they think that everything in the world needs to revolve around them, and that makes people to walk on eggshells when they are around them. So this is something that you need to eradicate in order for you to become unbothered. Because if you believe that everything needs to revolve around you, that is how you put yourself in a whole lot of problem, because anything that someone does is a problem to you because they are not meeting that expectation. The next point is to handle your emotions privately. Don't let people see you bothered. When you show that part of you, guys, it will be held against you for the rest of your life. This is not an exaggeration. People can be very mean. And do not put your business on social media. Don't be the kind of person that when anything happens to you, it goes on social media. Somebody hurts you, go on social media. Somebody does not do something that you expected them to do, it goes on social media. Somebody does something to you or say something about you, it goes on social media. Don't be the kind of person who cannot talk to people, who use social media as a way to talk to people. That is wrong on all levels, and that is making you so bothered. Here we are trying to be unbothered. We are living in the jungle, people. It is a wild, wild west out here. People will make you get out of character, and do not give anyone that privilege to make you get out of character. Stand your ground. Be unbothered about things that will no longer matter tomorrow. Once you have emotional control, you have power. Do not let other people's opinion of you matter more than your own opinion of you. Because at the end of the day, you are all you got. Every other person is a bonus. Once you take on the journey of self-awareness, of self-love, of self-development, you become in tune with yourself. You become in tune with your own spirit. That is when you gain freedom and you become unbothered. Thank you guys for watching to this video. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and also share with your family and friends. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Bye.